All right. Hey, let's get it. Packers just get a deep shot to Allen Lazard. It's called pass interference on the Lions. It'll be first and goal. Lazard almost comes down with it, but Jacobs interfering with that left arm. Allen Lazard couldn't quite make the grab, but he does come down with it. And now first and goal for the Packers. Hey, Avs fan and Rebecca joining us in the chat. Go Pack, go. Go Pack, go. First and goal at the 5. Handoff. Aaron Jones gets met at the line of scrimmage, maybe to the 4-yard line. But not much else doing. You're up to the... can I react to the Browns-Steelers game? Maybe. Maybe. We'll see. Ball at the 4 now. They gave Aaron Jones a yard here. So I now have the stream, chat, and then the game, and then the scoreboard. So hopefully I don't see any spoilers, even if ESPN is up. Ball at the 4-yard line. AJ Dillon, gets the handoff, and he does not get very much. Third and goal, maybe a yard again, but not much doing third and goal for the Packers. By the way, I need Allen Lazard to have 3 yards tonight for my preseason bet to hit. So we're hoping for three or more from Allen Lazard tonight. He's been the leading receiver, I think, each of the last 2 games. Third and goal from the 4. Rodgers looking left, comes back middle, surveys the field, steps up, rolling right, inside the 10 to the 5, and he floats it incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Dillon, and now it's 4th and goal at the 4, and I would imagine the Packers will take the field goal here. But again, goal-to-go situations, the Packers continue to just be awful. It's incredible that they're just so bad at goal-to-go situations. Goal-to-go situations. The Packers are, as far as I knew, the Packers were dead last in the league, under 50% in goal-to-go situations. I think that was 2 weeks ago. I don't think they've gotten any better. Snap low, hold good, and the kick is good. Good job by Pat O'Donnell. It was a low snap, but the kick is up and good, and it's Packers 3, Lions nothing, with 11:21 to go here in the first quarter. But again, not scoring touchdowns in the red zone will kill you in the playoffs, and the Packers continue to just be awful at it. Just awful at it. It's just embarrassing. This team cannot score points in the red zone, or cannot score touchdowns in the red zone, and you're not going to beat playoff teams doing that. Who would you trade us for Freiermuth? Who would I trade you for Freiermuth? Well, I think Pat would probably be our best tight end. So I'd send you like Tunyon and a draft pick. Settling for 3 as always, well, seems like always at least. I'm telling you, Blizzard, I can't remember. I think it was during the Rams game. It was during the Rams game. We were like 51% on goal-to-go situations. And as soon as they said that, we failed on 4th and goal and gave the Rams the ball back, which put us to like 50%. And then I don't think we've gotten any better. If we do end up winning this game, we're playing in San Francisco. Yep. With the Eagles win over the Giants, they secured the 1 seed. The Rams won the 2 seed by beating Arizona. The Vikings got the 3 seed because they weren't falling to the 4 seed because Tampa Bay finished 8-9, and they're going to the playoffs at 8-9, winning the the NFC South. God, what an atrocious division. What an awful division. It's so bad. So bad. So bad. So bad. Need the defense to play tough again, and hopefully special teams can make some more big plays. I want the defense to play aggressive like they did last week against Minnesota. I hope Joe Barry watched the film of that Minnesota game and was like, yeah, you know what? Maybe I should have been not playing 12 yards off zone coverage every play of every drive for the entire year. Maybe I shouldn't have been doing that. I hope that's what he realized after watching last week's game. Because last week's game, the Packers' secondary was aggressive. They jumped at the chance to try to get picks. They deflected passes. The front seven attacked Kirk Cousins. They made him uncomfortable the whole game. Man, I hope that's what we see more of today. I really, really do. And then obviously containing the run game here. Jamal Williams, former Packer, as well as DeAndre Swift. Hey, Steelers beat Tampa. I don't understand how they make the playoffs, but we did. Yeah, it's because the division winner always gets in, regardless of record. Jared Goff under center. He'll hand to Jamal Williams up the middle. He gets wrapped up by Quay Walker and falls forward for 3.5. He'll be second and 6.5 or so. Again, I just want this defense to be aggressive. I don't care if this defense is aggressive and gets beat. This defense needs to be aggressive. By the way, Jared Goff, there's all this talk about Jared Goff, all this fun stuff. Did you know the thing for Jared Goff isn't last few games, isn't total season, whatever. Low throw there from Goff, pressure off the edge, and he missed his man, Khalif Raymond. Adrian Amos was in coverage. It was a low and outside throw. But yeah, Packers defense needs to be aggressive. Depends on division standings, Tampa. Yeah, so, yeah, that's the other thing. Divisions and all that. But yeah, it's crazy. 8-9 team making the playoffs. Wasn't there a year? I think there was a year that Seattle went like 7-9 and made the playoffs in the NFC West. Jared Goff in the gun. He'll take the snap. Straight drop. Packers rush 4, and it's a low throw incomplete. Kenny Clark provided the pressure. There's a late flag. Josh Reynolds was the intended target. We'll check the penalty here. It was a low throw. Goff had pressure in his mouth. Oh, no, there's no flag. Apparently, there was a yellow glove on the ground, and they thought it was a flag. Incomplete pass. 4th down. Kenny Clark just blows by the right guard and gets to Jared Goff. I know we're in the same division. Just how did they win the division with that record? Because the other 3 teams in that division. Keyshawn Nixon back to receive the punt, and it is away. And Keyshawn Nixon going to have a chance to return this. Catches it about the 15-yard line. Keyshawn Nixon to the 20 and gets up to about the 23-yard line. And that is where the Packers will take over with a 3-0 lead here in Sunday Night Football at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Winning in for the Packers. Detroit just looking to play spoiler with the Seattle win over the Rams earlier this afternoon. The Lions were eliminated as they do not hold the tiebreaker because they lost to Seattle earlier this year. Dum, 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 dum. Mashed potatoes. Mashed potatoes. So Blizzard, what do you think about our chances against San Francisco if we win this game? If you're still in the chat. If not, to the rest of the chat, what do you think? Packers, Niners in Cali. I don't know how I feel about that. Should be interesting. Wait, did they they turned the Key and Peele substitute teacher skit into a Paramount Plus ad? That's awesome. That's what commercials should be. The substitute teacher skit saying characters' names wrong. Should probably not get. Oh, if the Packers win tonight, I like our chances. Yeah, Rodgers an 0-4 against them in the postseason, but I feel like we go 1-4. We make it in. It would hurt me, Blizzard, because you know me. I'm the biggest Brock Purdy fan on the internet. But man. Only 3 teams have made the postseason after starting 4-8 or worse. The Jaguars this year, the Panthers in 2014, and the Chargers in 2008. Can the Packers add their name to that list? Rodgers in the gun, 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. It's Lazard. Jones in motion. They'll fake it to him. Hand off to Dillon running left. He gets hit in the backfield, but drives forward to the 25 for about 2 yards on the play. Hey, DB, Grandizer, good to have you back. Good to have you back, my man. Sunday Night Football. Final game of the regular season in the NFL. And we need like 3 yards from... Or actually, we need 4 because we need to go over 750. If the Packers win, who do they play in the playoffs? Bree, we would take on the San Francisco 49ers at their place if we were to beat Detroit tonight and sneak in as a 7 seed. Rodgers over the middle. Cobb, that's caught, and he picks up maybe 6. It'll be about 3rd and 2 for the Packers. Brock, pretty boy, Purdy. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 3rd down here. They'll call it 3rd and 1. It's a long one at their own 31.5-yard line. Rodgers in the gun. 3 receivers right, 1 to the left. That's Watson. Aaron Jones is the back. He'll move to Rodgers' right. 9:20 to go here in the first quarter. Rodgers takes snap. Handoff. Aaron Jones up the middle. Hit and tries to fall forward. He's very close to the first down marker. Looks like they might mark him just a touch short here. Boy. That was real close. And they are going to mark him short. I want the Packers to get in, beat the Niners, beat Philly, beat Tom Brady in the championship, then win Super Bowl against the Chiefs. I can hope. Hey, we can all hope. We can all hope. I'm about to break something. I am about to break something. Rodgers, under center, motions Tunyon, I should say. Chill Alaska is the call. Lazard in motion. He'll get the handoff, and the Lions are all over it, and they stuff him in the backfield. Alex Anzalone makes the stop in the backfield, and Detroit will take over on downs at the Packers' 31-yard line. I mean, they were all over that. They were all over that. Alex Anzalone was all over that. I don't know what we're doing here. I don't mind the aggressive play, but I don't mind the aggressive play calling anyway, but the play itself, chill Alaska, more like chill out postseason hopes with play calling like that. Quick screen here. That's Amon-Ra St. Brown. He gets the first down inside the 20 to the 19-yard line, and I'll mark him at the 20 here. 1st and 10, Lions in the red zone. we had Quay Walker out there on Amon-Ra St. Brown. They ran a little Amon-Ra St. Brown motion. He sat down over here, and Quay Walker was on him. And then they blocked Quay Walker because it was a nice little screenplay. Jared Goff in the gun, in motion, looking for a shot. Looks end zone. It's wide of the target. It was Amon-Ra St. Brown, the target. Rasul Douglas in coverage. And 2nd and 10 here for the Lions following the incompletion. Rasul Douglas had a nice breakup last week that led to the Darnell Savage pick 6. We'd be able to live stream all the Packers playoff games if they win today. That is the hope. That is the hope, is that we get to stream not only the Packers postseason games if they make it, but also we'll try to do at least one game a week, one game a weekend. Hopefully more, but we shall see. Goff, handoff up the middle. It's DeAndre Swift, and he is swiftly swallowed up by the Packers front 7, led by number 7, Quay Walker, the rookie out of Georgia, along with, I believe that was TJ Slayton up front, big number 93. Yeah, Quay Walker, first one there. Preston Smith was in there, Slayton, other Slayton, Jarran Reed, everybody was all over that one. 3rd and 9 from the 19-yard line here for Jared Goff and the Lions. Goff in the gun, takes a snap, straight drop, looking far side, goes over the middle, incomplete. Darnell Savage continues his good run of play here the last 2 weeks as he was all over that little check down, broke it up. Darnell Savage could be playing for a roster spot here. There's been a lot of speculation that Darnell Savage could be not on the roster next year. But I love him in this spot where Joe Barry was playing him there in kind of that robber position, playing almost a linebacker spot off of the snap. As Michael Badgley sends the kick up and through. We've got ourselves a tie ball game. 7 minutes to go in the first quarter. The Lions capitalize on the Packers' 4th down woes. And we've got a tie game on Sunday Night Football. Man. Hey, who would you trade for Aaron Judge? I don't think there is a list of Cubs players I could give you that would get Aaron Judge from the Yankees. Which is upsetting and also okay with me, because the Cubs with Aaron Judge at that point would just be the Angels with Mike Trout. Yeah, he's just one guy that there's just one really good player on the team, and the rest of the team sucks, so you never do anything. Greetings again. Hey, Jay Fleming, welcome back. Glad you could tune in for a little bit of Sunday Night Football here. We're having a good time. I'd be having a better time if the Packers would have better play calling, but that's kind of been the story of the season for Green Bay. Shitty play calling. That's both in and out of the red zone. Aaron Judge makes like $40 million. He isn't even that value anymore. He's really good though. Didn't he just lead the league in home runs? How could he only be making $40 million? The entire team of the Cubs gets traded for Aaron Judge. One hitter is nowhere near the value of an elite QB. That's true. I would say that's true. I'd say that's true. I would definitely rather... Oh, God. Okay, we're good. I thought Josh Myers was getting on the cart or something, and it's just a heater that they have on the sideline. Thank God. I was like, are you serious? The man got hurt and they're not even on the field right now? That's crazy. Dude, I just need Allen Lazard. Just get him the ball and not on stupid jet sweeps on 4th and 1 where you think it's a creative play call and then everyone just snuffs it out. God. That's the thing, too, is everybody thinks that there's all these creative play calls now, but the defense sees them coming now. Keyshawn Nixon on the return. He'll field it at about the 3 or 4 yard line, out across the 10 to the 15. Gets a good block, 20. Keyshawn Nixon, stiff arm, 25-30. Keyshawn Nixon to the 33 yard line. Keyshawn Nixon providing that spark on the special teams yet again. I forgot how much I missed Harry Deep. You got that radio voice audible, clear, deep. I appreciate it, Grandizer. Appreciate it a lot. Let's get Allen Lazard the ball. Let's make sure that DB's preseason bet hits, and let's go from there. I mean, what? I definitely wouldn't do that. What? You crazy? Single back formation here for Aaron Rodgers. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. That's Watson. 2 tight ends in the game. Rodgers, handoff. Aaron Jones makes a nice cut at the line of scrimmage, and Aaron Jones gets forward to the 39-yard line, picks up about 6. Made a nice cut there in the backfield. The Lions were all over it, but Jones made a nice play. 6.5 to go here in the first quarter. This is the Packers' 3rd possession of the game. The first one resulted in a field goal following a big pass interference call against Detroit that set up the Packers' 1st and goal. Second ended in a 4th and 1 failure at their own 31-yard line, 32-yard line. And now the Packers have the ball at their own 39, 2nd and 4. Rodgers, I formation. Handoff, A.J. Dillon up the middle. A.J. Dillon falls forward right at the sticks. We'll check the spot here. I think he got it, and the official will go ahead and move the chains forward. A.J. Dillon, a punishing run up the middle for 4 yards and a first down for the Packers. And again, like I said, thank you to everybody that made this suggestion, by the way. I was a little hesitant to do it. But you've got the full NFL scoreboard up at the top. I can cycle through those if need be. And then we've got the current game score and time remaining and all that down here at the bottom of the screen. So hopefully, again, like I mentioned previously, that will help absolve any confusion for people that tune into the stream and want to immediately know the score of the game, as well as the time remaining and all that. As we are approaching 5 minutes to go here in the first quarter, still knotted up at 3 apiece. Got a nice little handoff here to A.J. Dillon. As long as they can keep churning forward, just keep the ball chugging, keep picking up these 4-yard gains or so on the ground, keep the Detroit defense honest. This Detroit defense, by the way, has been very boom or bust. They get a lot of sacks, they force some takeaways, but they give up a lot of yards and points. Rodgers steps up in the pocket, lofts one deep downfield. He's got his man, Christian Watson, open near the 25-yard line. First down, Christian Watson. Rodgers had time in the pocket to find him, surveyed the field, went through his progressions, and found the rookie deep downfield. Christian Watson. Take a look here. Inside release for Watson. Nice little post-corner move on the safety. And gets down to about the 26-yard line. We'll see where they spot it here before he's pounded out of bounds. Rodgers under center. 2 tight ends in the game. That's Big Dog as well as Tyler Davis. Lazard takes the pitch. He makes a cut in the backfield and picks up maybe a yard. So he gets back the yard that he lost on the 4th and 1 play. What team do you think would trade for Aaron Judge? I don't know. The problem is I don't think the Yankees would trade Aaron Judge. I think a lot of teams would trade for him. The problem is you need the team that has him to be willing to trade him. Because I mean, there's plenty of teams that would trade for him. The problem is, would the Yankees get rid of him? And I don't think they would. Rodgers play fake. Checks down here to Randall Cobb, close to the 20. Picks up about 4. And it'll be 3rd and 5 here for the Packers offense as we are into the red zone. Packers, like I mentioned earlier on their last drive, have not been good at goal-to-go situations. And to be perfectly honest with you, I think that extends even out to the 20-yard line as opposed to just being inside the 10. The Packers just have not been good in that gold zone that they were oh so good at with Nathaniel Hackett, who went to Denver and got fired in his first year. So we shall see what goes on here. Empty set here for Rodgers. 3 receivers left, 2 to the right. Looks like Detroit will just bring 4. We'll check the snap here. Just 4 on the rush. Rodgers in the pocket. Rolls out. He's under pressure. He's hitting sack back at the 31-yard line. Aiden Hutchinson got to him. He beat the right tackle. And the Packers will have to kick a field goal yet again, and the red zone struggles continue. And let me be the first to tell you that field goals aren't beating playoff teams. So Yosh Nijman had him blocked for a little bit. John Runyon tried to give him help and actually blocked Aiden Hutchinson around Yosh Nijman, which led to the sack. The ball came out after Rodgers was already on the ground, so we've got ourselves a 49-yard field goal try. Crosby on the cold winter's night at Lambeau knocks it through from 49, and the Packers regain the lead 6-3. Who'd you give us if we gave you Deontay Johnson? Did Mike Trico just say the elbow may have been down before the ball came free? Look. Mike Trico. Mike, you are one of the best commentators and reporters in the world. He was more than down before the ball came out. More than down. So it's going to be Packers-Niners if they win. Correctamundo, Jay. Also, Rebecca, I have no idea. Because I feel like if we were trading for Deontay Johnson, we'd probably give a receiver. But because I mean, you'd be looking at Lazard, Watson, Dobbs, Cobb, Johnson. How long's Deontay Johnson been in the league? He's fairly young, right? He's 26. So yeah, I feel like Deontay Johnson, I don't know, maybe like a third. When was he drafted? Yeah, third round. So I feel like it'd probably be a fourth then if it was just a pick. It's a guaranteed loss for Miami next week. They're playing the Bills. Yeah. Granted, Tua might be back. But at this point, I don't think that matters. The Dolphins just happy to have squeaked into the playoffs because they played the Jets, who forgot how to play offense since Breece Hall died. Breece Hall tore his ACL, and the Jets were like, oh, yeah, what's offense again? So what would you do if Brock Purdy threw a pick six in overtime to give the Packers the win? I don't want to think about it. I'd be happy. I'd be so conflicted that I don't know. I genuinely don't. I hope it doesn't happen. I do hope the Packers win, but I hope it's not because Brock Purdy throws a pick six in overtime. I hope it's because, like, Brock Purdy throws a dime and Debo, like, catches it and then fumbles, and then we return it for a touchdown. Because then it's like, well, Brock did what he was supposed to do. As a nice little return here by Justin Jackson. Out to the Green Bay... not to the Green Bay, to the Detroit 24-yard line. And that is where the Lions will take over. Jared Goff, by the way, 1 of 5 to start the game. That is what we like to see. The problem is the Packers, despite being 4 of 5 from Aaron Rodgers and the solid stuff from Aaron Jones and A.J. Dillon in the backfield, they have 6 points. Sorry, DB, but I now only want to see that. Yeah, I'm sure that'd be great content. Jamal Williams runs into a brick wall. No gain on the play. Quay Walker came to play tonight. He is fired up after that one. $1:30 to go in the first quarter. Lions, nothing doing on offense. so far. Jared Goff, like I said, just 1 of 5 here. And Quay Walker is snuffing out and stopping this Lions running game. He's been all over the field. He's done a nice job playing downhill, meeting the running back at the point of attack at the hole, and not letting them break free. Jared Goff, quick throw out here. That is caught by Khalif Raymond, number 11, out to the 30-yard line. That's a short little gain of 7 there. Jair Alexander on the stop, and it's 3rd and about 4 here for the Detroit Lions. Yeah, the Jets are the reason we aren't in the playoffs. Yeah. Shout out to the freaking Jets. If only they'd have still had Breece Hall. Jared Goff in the gun, 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Takes the snap, looking over the middle. He's going to fire over the middle. It's caught by Amon-Ra St. Brown out to the 45-yard line. Darnell Savage in coverage, but a nice diving catch from Amon-Ra St. Brown to move the chains. Really good, clean pocket there from Jared Goff, and he had a hole that he fired it into. And we've got a stoppage here with 8 seconds left. Oh, the Packers are going to challenge this one. Matt LaFleur looking at the video board saying, hey, wait a minute, he didn't catch that. They haven't showed a replay of it yet, so I'm still under the assumption that he caught it because it looked like a catch initially. Let's take a look here. Jared Goff fires it in there. Amon-Ra St. Brown, does he make the catch? Boy, that's real close. This looks an awful lot like the Brandon Ayuk catch from today that they ruled incomplete on the field. And then nobody challenged it or anything, and it stayed incomplete. So we shall see. This one's real close. This is really bang, bang. I think they're going to have to go with what was called on the field, though. So I think this one's actually just going to stand. I think this is going to be a first down and a lost challenge at the end of the first quarter here for Matt LaFleur and the Packers. ADB, how come the Steelers can always draft good wide receivers but can never keep them? It's an excellent question. It's a good one because they had Ben for a while, so it wasn't like quarterback play was an issue. I don't know. That's a good one. Well, it's kind of like the Packers. The Packers drafted guys like Casey Hayward and Micah Hyde and let both of them go at the end of their deals, and then both of them turned out to be pretty dang good, and we just didn't use them correctly or well at all, and so they went and succeeded elsewhere. I'm guessing that my stream is behind or something because my friend just messaged me and said, I swear Matt LaFleur decided to start eating paint or something this offseason. He has negative brain cells. So I'm going to take that as my stream's behind and the play's going to stand. So we'll see, though. He did also message me right before that, what was that play call? So yeah, that's a good question, Rebecca. I don't know. And we get the ruling here. Oh, it is an incomplete pass. Wow. I think Kenny Pickett is a good quarterback for this offense. Yeah, it's true. Oh, it does hit the ground there. Yeah. Is it true eating paint is bad for you? I can't imagine it'd be good for you. I've never tried, so I guess I don't actually know, but I can't imagine it'd be good. You told with the tip page that you could have on your YouTube page, My Lions Guy, or under 1K and have one. It's rather new. I have not. I also have been away for like a month. So if YouTube's like changed anything, I wouldn't really know. Keyshawn Nixon, a great return out to the 45, maybe even the 46-yard line. Keyshawn Nixon continues to just be the unsung hero, maybe even the correctly sung hero of this Packers run. Ever since he's been installed as the kick and punt returner, the Packers offense has been able to figure some stuff out, and the defense has really stepped up. So hopefully that continues. But no, I have not seen the tip page. I'm not super familiar with it. I'm sure I could add it relatively easy. But yeah. my friend just messaged me back and said Christian Watson on the reverse gets into Lions territory, picks up close to 6. I messaged my friend. I said, I don't know, did it stand? And he said, not sure. I'll shut up now. That's the end of the first quarter. Packers lead it 6-3 and have the ball just on the plus side of the 50. So we 1 down, 3 to go. DB, will you ever charge us to watch your stream? I will never charge anybody to watch any of my content. That does not mean that in the future I won't put ads on videos, nor does it mean that I will not sell out for sponsorships. But as far as like, I say this on Twitter too. Like they added like the tip thing on Twitter too, which is something that I assume this is. I will never charge people for my content. I will only ever take donations from people if they so want to give it. You know, I don't plan on ever, restricting my content to behind a paywall of any kind. But, I know places like The Athletic do that. So if I get hired by somewhere that does that, I mean, there's probably not much I can control. But as far as this YouTube channel and my personal content is concerned, no, I will not charge to watch my content or any of that. You aren't sponsored by Bush? No, actually I'm not. I just give them this free promotion and, occasionally drink their product on stream for absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. So no, I'm not sponsored by Bush. I'm not sponsored by Bush. I'm not sponsored by the Packers or the Cyclones or any of that. I'm not sponsored by anybody. Although I am sponsored by the subscribe button. You can click it. It's right down there. It's this little red button that says subscribe. You can click it. Tip page via Streamlabs. Okay. Then yes, I do know what that is. I do know what that is. Because just recently, I've learned that I can stream from Streamlabs. Instead of just streaming from YouTube, which is how I got the borders or the scoreboards installed. But yeah, I am sponsored by the subscribe button. It's right down there. It's this little red box. You can click it and then click the bell icon so you get notified whenever I go live, whenever I upload a video. We're also sponsored by the like button. It's a little thumbs up button. So if you're enjoying the stream and you want to see more, click that like button down below. It really helps me out. It's completely free. You can always undo either of those things later on down the road if you decide to. And I'm also always open to people disliking streams. If you did not like the content and you want to let me know about it, instead of typing, hey, DB, you suck, your content's bad, you can just click the dislike button, and that lets me know that maybe this wasn't for the correct audience. Caught by Lazard, and he incomplete. Frick. Lazard catch. Oh. NBC.com. We are experiencing technical difficulties. Please come back later. Thank you, NBC. I am so glad that my parents pay for Dish so that I can watch this stuff and you can stop working. Refresh the stream here. We got 3rd and 4 here. Rogers straight drop. He looks to air it out. He's got Tonyan, who goes up and makes a great catch at the 29-yard line. Robert Tonyan picks up the 3rd and 4 on about a 20-yard pass from the 49 to the 29. He's working on Deshaun Elliott. And Tonyan goes up and gets it over Elliott. Hey, have you seen the hospital Flip James Harrison meme? I have not, I don't think. Rodgers now 5 of 7 here to start this game as we work our way into the second quarter. Rodgers in the gun, 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. That's Lazard. A.J. Dillon the back. He'll get the handoff here up the middle, picking his way to the right side. He'll fall forward inside the 25, close to the 24-yard line. A nice little pickup of 5 there from A.J. Dillon. And we work our way ever closer to that red zone. And by red zone, I mean dead zone, because the Packers offense sputters and dies there every drive that gets there. 2nd and 5. Ball at the 24-yard line. Honestly, the Packers should just score from here to prove my point. That'd be pretty funny. Rodgers in the gun. 1 receiver each side. They'll motion Samori Toure. Rodgers steps back in the pocket, looking to try to check down. He's got A.J. Dillon open, and Dillon drops it at the 20-yard line. That's now 2 drops on Rodgers' 3 incompletions. Lazard with 1, and that one A.J. Dillon. 3rd and 5 for the Packers just outside the dead zone. Rodgers did about all he could, even found the open man, and A.J. Dillon just dropped it. Again, that's not the stuff that you see from playoff teams, but here we are anyway. 3rd and 5 from the 24-yard line. Rodgers in the gun. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. That's Watson. Rodgers takes a snap. Look to step up in the pocket, and he gets sacked back at the 30-yard line. There is a flag down. That's Aiden Hutchinson again. And once again, the Packers holding on the defense, or on the offense. They're gonna accept the penalty. Why would they accept this penalty? Why would you accept that penalty and make it 3rd and 15 instead of like 4th and 11? Why would you? Okay, so it was declined. So Mason Crosby on yet again. This one from 48. He hit from 49, and he also hit from like 6, because Packers drives always die here. 48-yarder, this one right down the middle of the field here. Snap good, hold down, kick is up. Mason Crosby continues to put points on the board for the Green Bay offense. 9-3, the Packers lead it. 12:56 to go here in the second quarter, and the Packers offense continues to just kick field goals, because that's how we want to score points. Hey, I have another question. Have you seen Puppet History? I have not. I have not, no. I know the Bucks have a worse record and we beat them head to head. But if the Packers make the playoffs, it's got to be like the worst team in the playoffs this year, right? Like this is awful. I mean, this team is so bad. Oh my goodness. This team is so bad. 9 point. Your quarterback is 5 of 8, and 2 of those 3 are drops. And you've gotten 3 field goals. Oh God. This is by the way, this is a textbook game that the Packers defense plays lights out, then gives up a touchdown at the end of the first half to then give up a touchdown at the start of the second half, and then Detroit leads 17-9 and we just lose. It's setting up beautifully. This is like ideal Packers defense plays historically great just to throw on the 2 drives before and after halftime. Oh man. Just so bad. Just so bad. I will say there is some good news for the Packers. They have gotten healthy at the right time. Because really the only guys that they're really missing right now are Preston Smith and Eric Stokes. Those are the 2 guys on IR. I think there's one other guy on IR, but I can't remember who it is. But those are the 2 guys really that I think those are the only 2 guys that were even like inactive today. Because I think they're pretty much completely healthy, other than not Preston Smith, Rashawn Gary and Eric Stokes. So I guess they got that going for them, but man, Justin Jackson from about the goal line, he gets out across the 20 to close to the 25-yard line, and that is where Jared Goff and the Lions will take over. Packers 28-3 at home in the last 31. Packers have had 4 QBs that started a game, and the Lions have had 14. By the way, one of those 4 was Matt Flynn in a game that the Packers didn't care about, and Matt Flynn went out there and won it anyway. It was like 6 touchdown passes. Jared Goff under center here. Nice little 12 personnel here. 2 tight ends, 1 running back. Handoff up the middle. And not much doing. Maybe about 2 there for Jamal Williams, the former Packer. We're not going to be happy if Juju wins a win with the Chiefs, because that's going to be 2 former Steelers that have a ring, AB and possibly Juju. Yeah, true. Although that's kind of how football works sometimes. It's just how it goes. 2nd and 8 here for the Lions at their own 27-yard line. Goff, single back, takes a snap, throws over the middle. It's caught. Rasul Douglas says it's incomplete, but they'll rule it a catch to Mitchell. And they're about a yard shy of the first down here. And that looks like a catch to me there. Although the last one also looked like a catch, so that one should be a catch. I would not challenge that one, although I also wouldn't have challenged the last one, so we'll see. 3rd and 1 here for the Lions. Goff under center, I formation here. They'll hand it. Flea flicker. Packers have been burned by this before. They'll go over the top, and it's caught. It's through the hands of Darnell Savage. And Jameson Williams houses one, but there is a flag. We'll check the penalty. The Packers, I said it while it was happening, that the Packers have been burned by the flea flicker before, and it's a hold on the offense. Darnell Savage gets bailed out by the hold on Nelson. Matt Nelson, the extra lineman. He reported in as eligible and gets flagged for the holding. Jameson Williams can't believe it. He finally gets a target. And, yeah, he's got a nice hold of Jaron Reed there. Just kind of tackles him to the ground. So now 3rd and 10 after the hold. Jared Goff in the gun. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right here. Goff takes the snap. Under pressure, throws short to that's DeAndre Swift. And he picks up the first down anyway. That was Justin Jackson, actually. Justin Jackson picks up 10, and that'll be a first down. The Packers giving up a 3rd and 10. First and 10, Detroit from the 35-yard line. Goff, handoff to Justin Jackson. He'll go up the middle and get 2. He's swallowed up there by Big Kenny Clark. If Darnell Savage would have just turned his head on that flea flicker, man, wouldn't have even mattered that there was a hold because he'd have picked it and gone the other way. I'm telling you. I know this defense. I know it. They're going to give up a touchdown on this drive. The offense is not going to do anything. We're going to go to the half. The Lions will get the ball out of the half. They'll score, and it'll be 17-9, and we'll have to run our way back into this one. Another deep completion to Josh Reynolds into Packers territory to the 46, and another first down. It's just too easy to know this defense. It's almost like I've watched them play 16 games this year. First and 10, Detroit from the Packers 46-yard line. Offset eye to the right here for Jared Goff. He'll hand it off to Jamal Williams. Big hole up the middle. Jamal Williams picks up 9 down to the 37. Packers got plenty of takeaways. They're going to need one here. Jared Goff steps up in the pocket. He fumbles the football, but he falls back on it. Devontae Wyatt picks up the sack. But a big-time sack from the rookie. Devontae Wyatt makes it 3rd and long here for the Detroit Lions. Makes it 3rd and about 6 here instead of 3rd and 1. Big opportunity here for the Packers defense. 3rd and 6 following the massive Devontae Wyatt sack of Jared Goff. 2 receivers each side here for Goff and the Lions. DeAndre Swift the back. He'll get the carry right up the middle, and it's a first down carry rush of about 11 yards for DeAndre Swift. 3rd and 6, and they ran a draw, and we gave it to them. God. How do you think the Steelers would do in the playoffs? I think they would do exactly what any 7 seed in the playoffs this year is going to do, and they're going to get stomped by the 2 seed. I think the Steelers would get stomped by the Bills. I think the Dolphins will get stomped by the Bills. I think the Packers are gonna get stomped by the Niners. And if it's not the Packers, I think the Seahawks are going to get stomped by the Niners. Play fake here by Goff. Deep drop. Spikes it into the ground. And that'll be incomplete. Oh, Jared Goff had Jamison Williams for a touchdown and didn't throw it. Second and 10 here for the Lions. Ball at the 31. Handoff to DeAndre Swift, and he's going nowhere. Tried to break it outside. Darnell Savage comes up and stops him on the edge. Big loss, about 4 yards lost on that one. And boy, what a big play that was. Pushes the ball back close to the 35-yard line. It'd be about a 53-yard field goal from here. Big Jaron Reed was the first one there. Forced him outside right to Darnell Savage. Can you show the TV so we could watch too? If I wasn't afraid of getting my channel taken down, I would be doing that and would have been doing that for a very long time. Jared Goff takes a shotgun snap, flips it out to DeAndre Swift, who gets inside the 30 to the 28 or so. They'll give him the 27. It'll be 4th down and about 8 or so, or 7 or so. They'll send on Michael Badgley. It'll be about a 47-yard field goal here for Michael Badgley. Why would they take down your channel? Because showing the game, I don't own the rights to the game. So that's a copyright infringement. Michael Badgley kick is up, and it's no good, wide to the left, and the Packers defense gets away with it. Yes, show the game. Listen, if I could show the game, I would have been doing that the entire 2 years that I've been doing this. So, basically, unless I get, you know how, like, during the game, like, before the game starts, there's that whole, like, thing where it's, like, any redistribution, whatever, blah, 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 of the game without the NFL's consent is prohibited. Like, they do that whole thing, and then they're like, you're watching the National Football League. Bum, 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 bum. They do that whole thing. Like, that's why. Because I don't want YouTube to take down my channel, and I also don't want to piss off the NFL. I won't tell. Well, I appreciate that, Owen. I appreciate that. But unfortunately, that's not how it goes. Because if that was how it goes, if that was how it went, I mean, you know, people like Tom Grassi would show the game. People like the Sports Fury would show the game. You know, like all these people that stream the games would show it. But like, I don't know if you guys have Twitter or not. But like channels like Highlight Heaven, like all of his shit gets taken down just constantly, and he gets like copyright strikes and copyright notices just on every video. And that's like a 30-second clip on YouTube that he posts on YouTube, and it gets taken down and it gets copyright strikes and all that. Like, and that's a 30-second video. This is like a full-on like 3-hour live stream. So you know, as much as I appreciate that you wouldn't tell, unfortunately, I don't know that it would matter. But thankfully, Packers have the ball back after a missed field goal. Maybe the offense won't suck shit this drive, because they've kind of just sucked shit all game. Aaron Rodgers under center. They'll fake the pitch, and then he'll jump it off to Christian Watson. He's got a lot of running room in front of him to the 45-40 and pushed, 40-45 and pushed out of bounds near midfield. Picks up about 15 yards. Getting your playmaker and your speedster the ball in space. It's one way to do it. I understand. Yeah. I mean, trust me, if I could show the game, I definitely would. You know, I love doing this. I love being able to show everybody, you know, what I can, and I love just hanging out with people. But, you know, I definitely understand the pain and frustration of people who can't watch the game. So I try to give people the best, you know, opportunity besides that. But yeah, unfortunately, unless I get, you know, consent from the, unless I get, you know. Unless I get okayed by the NFL with my 200 subscribers. By the way, Brett Coleman is now working with the NFL, like, on their YouTube channel. And, like, he doesn't even have, like, permissions to show the game other than, like, highlights and film on his channel. So, DB, there's a Lion YouTuber I used to follow last year. They showed the Lions game on the channel. YouTube shut them down quick. They did it again, and YouTube shut it down again and gave them a stern warning. That was the last day they did it. Yeah, that sounds about right. Do you think Aaron Rodgers is kind of whiny? I think most quarterbacks in the NFL are kind of whiny. I'll be honest. I think most quarterbacks are. I say the same about like NBA superstars. Like the better you are at your sport, I feel like the more whiny you get. And not that that's necessarily like a good or a bad thing, right? Because like, there's always that thing like, I always hate the phrase, but it's always true, right? Like, you'll be watching like an NBA game, and LeBron will like drive, and he'll get hit when he tries to go for a layup, and you're just like, you'll hear the commentators, they'll be like, man, LeBron James deserves that call. Like, LeBron James should get that call. And it's like, well, no, it's not because it's LeBron James. It should be anyone who drives in the lane there and gets hit while he's shooting a layup should get that foul there. But they do and they don't because of how inconsistent refs are. So, like, I feel like, once you get your Aaron Rodgers, your Tom Brady's, your Patrick Mahomes, once you start getting to that, like, elevated superstar MVP caliber, like, yada, yada, once you get up there, and I feel like most quarterbacks start to get a little whiny because they feel like they deserve more calls than other people, which shouldn't be how it is, but, sometimes that is how it is. 3rd and 5 here for the Packers at their own at the Lions' 44-yard line. Play clock winding down. Packers need to get a snap off, and they're not going to. That's going to be a delay of game unless there was a timeout. There was not. Kenny Pickett, he ain't whiny. No, I don't think Kenny Pickett's whiny. I said most. I don't think Kenny Pickett's whiny. I don't think Brock Purdy's whiny. I don't think, I haven't seen much of Desmond Ridder, but I don't feel like he's whiny. I feel like a lot of the younger guys aren't whiny because they feel like they have to earn calls, which, shouldn't be how it is, but kind of is how it is. Have you ever been to an NFL game? I actually went to my first regular season NFL game this year. I went to Cardinals-Vikings up in Minneapolis because it's the shortest drive to an NFL stadium. Rodgers empty set here, 3 receivers right to the left. Quick throw out Robert Tonyan, and he only gets about 4. So 4th down here for the Packers, and they'll punt it away as we approach the 3-minute mark here in the second quarter. Yeah, we went for it from our own side of the field because it was 4th and like a yard, and we lost a yard. I can't imagine we'll go for it on 4th and 6. Maybe I'm wrong, but all right, 4th and 6. Offense is out there. Rodgers in the gun, 3 receivers right, 1 to the left. That's Tonyan. A.J. Dillon the back. Rodgers. Oh, he got him to jump. That's a free play. He's going to air it out. He's looking for Lazard, and it's broken up. That's going to be a free 5 yards, though. James Houston, the right end, jumped offside. And now it'll be 4th and 1, and now you probably do go for it. Did you do that horrid skull clap? No, I didn't. I did not do the horrid skull clap. Because like you say, it's horrid. The rest of the people I went with did it. But that's because 2 of them are Vikings fans and the other 2 don't really care about football. So, empty set here, 4th and 1. Ball at the Lions' 40-yard line. Jumbo set from the gun here for Rodgers, and he'll hand off to A.J. Dillon, and he gets tripped up, but he picks up the first down. Skull, so keep on losing. I like that. That's a good one. That's a good one. So who do you want to win? I want the Packers to win. In case that wasn't obvious from the Allen Lazard jersey and the hat. Um, Ball at the Lions 38-yard line. We hit the 2-minute warning here, and that will do that. 9-3 Packers lead it. The Lions will get the ball coming out of half. So hopefully the Packers can put together an actual scoring drive, because so far they've kicked 3 field goals, 2 of which the drive stalled right at the 20, and the other 2 the drive stalled at like the 2-yard line. So also, I still need Allen Lazard to get 4 whole receiving yards. So if he doesn't do that, I'm going to be a little sad. And no, it's not for fantasy purposes. I already won my fantasy league and also lost in the other one. But that's fine. I won in one of my fantasy leagues, and that's what matters. Not only did I win, I won with Brock Purdy at quarterback, and that is what's special. Everything. The Rams screwed up the line season. Yeah, true. Also, I also kind of feel like the Lions screwed the Lions season. Because, like, I mean, you look at the games the Lions have played this year, right? You look at the Lions, right? They lost to Philly by 3. They lost. This is just the first 4 weeks of the season. Lost to Philly by 3 in week 1. Lost to Minnesota by 4 on a game-winning touchdown in week 3. Lost to Seattle by 3. Granted, that one was they were down by a lot and they tried to come back and they couldn't, but, you know, lost by 3. They lost to Miami by 4 in week 8. Then they started to win. Then they lost to Buffalo by 3. And then they lost to Carolina. Carolina by 14. For whatever reason, they lost to Carolina. They gave up 37 points to Carolina. D'Onta Foreman had 165 rushing yards. Chuba Hubbard had 125 rushing yards. I mean, it's, man. They probably should have won that game against the Panthers, but instead they decided to give up 700 yards on the ground. Rodgers in the gun. He'll hand off Aaron Jones, cutting left side, and he'll get inside the 35 to about the 32-yard line. Picks up close to 7. You think the Steelers found their guy in Kenny Pickett? I think so. The problem is they gotta make up their mind. I don't know if he was like hurt, and so they were going back and forth between him and Trubisky, or what was going on. But they need to, if they're gonna go with Kenny Pickett, they gotta stick with him. They can't be like, oh, Kenny Pickett this week and Mr. Trubisky this week and Kenny, you can't just go back and forth, So Rodgers empty set, quick throw out. Aaron Jones caught. Aaron Jones inside the 30, 25, coughs it up, loses the football. It's recovered by the Lions at the 14-yard line. How that ball does not go out of bounds, I will never know. But it doesn't, and the Lions recover. First and 10, Detroit at their own 14-yard line when we come back. You see that fumble? I did. I was not happy. Not good. Not good. The Lions' chance was versus the Panthers. They were all confident, got their tush handed to them. That was it. It was a must-win. Yeah. Don't forget what the Lions beat the Packers 2 weeks or 3 weeks ago. They beat them like 5 weeks ago. Well, the Packers are on a 4-game win streak, so it was at least 5 weeks ago. No, they beat us like week. God, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That was week 9. They beat us, and they beat us because Rodgers threw 3 picks at the goal line. Like, Rodgers, that was one of the worst games of Rodgers' career, if not his worst. What is for dinner? I have no idea. I legitimately have no idea. No clue. Yeah, he was hurt. Okay. Then if that's the case, they should probably just stick with him next year. But man, that's how do you fumble there? Aaron Jones, come on, man. I have no idea what's for dinner, though, to be perfectly honest with you. No idea. Just can't turn the ball over there. You're going to go into the half with at least a 6-point lead. Fifth fumble. First and 10 Lions from their own 15-yard line. Jared Goff throws quick. It's caught at about the 19-yard line. That's Khalif Raymond. With a minute to go here, the Lions do have all 3 timeouts. And like I said, they will get the ball coming out of half. 3 timeouts, 80 yards. Goff, quick drop, throws, and it's broken up. Darnell Savage. A great break on the ball. He was looking for Amon-Ra St. Brown, and Savage got the right hand up there. Great break on the football. Man, what a play by Darnell Savage. How's Golden State doing? Well, Curry's hurt, so we're currently just kind of fighting to stay above the waterline. I think we're like 500 at the moment, like 20-20 or 20-21. I just subscribed. Hey, thank you, Owen. I appreciate it. 3rd and 5 from the 20-yard line. Quick throw out, Amon-Ra St. Brown. He's wrapped up by Savage, but not before a first down, and he gets out of bounds to stop the clock with 47 seconds left. Man, there is nothing like 5-yard out in the National Football League. Nothing like 5-yard out. Crazy. Crazy. 1st and 10, Detroit from their own 26-yard line. Jared Goff tries to set up the screen here to DeAndre Swift, and he'll pick up about 3 maybe to the 29. Amon-Ra St. Brown, a.k.a. the Sun God. I'd appreciate it if he was not the Sun God today. 2nd and 7. They'll make it 2nd and 6 here. I think the Packers have the most points allowed in the final 2 minutes of the first half this year. So this would be an ideal time for Detroit to score if they were going to. 2nd and 7 from the 29-yard line. Goff throws over the middle. It's caught. Khalif Raymond. He gets taken down by Adrian Amos. And Detroit will call their first time out of the half here with 35 seconds to go. Ball at their own 40 following Khalif Raymond's little catch and run on the slant there. He was working against Devondre Campbell and beat him inside on the quick slant. And Amos delivered the hit and stopped the progress, but not before a first down, and timeout was called. Packers are going to get absolutely cooked on these 6-yard passes the rest of the half, though. It's just how it works. It's just how we roll. The Packers defense under Joe Barry is like, we're not going to give you anything 20 yards downfield. We're going to give you everything from 0 to 8 yards. Check down to DeAndre Swift. He picks up 6. Right on cue. Detroit will call their second timeout with 30 seconds left. So 1 timeout left here for Detroit. It'll be about 2nd and 4 here. Hopefully Grossi raids you tonight. That'd be awesome if he did. Not getting my hopes up for it, but would not say no. No, sorry, back to what I was saying. The Packers defense under Joe Barry, right, is like, we're going to play 20 yards off. So we're going to give you everything from 1 to 12 yards. We're just going to give you that. But we're not going to get beat deep, except for when we get beat deep, which you can just kind of do sometimes, even though we're playing 10 yards off every single snap. Like right now there were 6 Packers in the box. DeAndre Swift makes a man miss. DeAndre Swift into Packers territory down near the 35-yard line. Lions will get up and spike it. So Golden State is having a Steelers season. They're having pretty much, actually. Yeah, actually, yes. I was going to make a comparison, if the Steelers' best player got hurt. Yeah, but actually they did. So they didn't spike it. So they just threw an incomplete pass, and now with 5 seconds left, they're going to have to kick a field goal from 55 or so. I feel like they should have spiked it there because so 5 seconds left, and Jared Goff is still on the field with the offense. So hopefully this is Detroit still has a timeout, so you still got to watch a short completion to try to get into field goal range. Why are we playing 50 yards off? Oh my goodness. Green Bay calls their second timeout of the half. You know they're not chucking this ball to the end zone. The only guy that should be 10 yards off coverage is if you're playing man against Jameson Williams. And you're like, man, I can't run with this guy, so I'm going to play super far off coverage. That's the only reason that you should ever be playing off coverage that deep with 5 seconds left in the first half. My goodness. You get everybody up. Don't give up the cheap shit. Make them kick a 55-yarder. Good Lord. Jared Goff alone in the gun here. And they give up the cheap shit underneath. So with 2 seconds left, Amon-Ra St. Brown makes the catch up the middle because the Packers played 25 yards off coverage and he slides down. And Detroit will take their final timeout to set up the field goal unit. Absolutely atrocious. Again, at the end of the half by Joe Barry. Just awful. What do you think's gonna happen? Right? If you let them chuck it deep, right? You gotta give you're at the 40-yard line, so they're gonna get down there in 3 seconds. God, 48-yard field goal from the right hash. And we've got a stoppage of play here. Now we've got a flag. So What? Personal foul? For what? So the whistles are blowing. Rasul Douglas walks in from the left side of the Packers defensive front. Walks in, puts his hand behind the football as the center snaps it. And that's a 15-yard personal foul? LaFleur's calling timeout before the ball's even... What? What? So Detroit gets a 33-yard field goal at the end of the half because LaFleur calls timeout, Rasul stops the snap, and he gets a 15-yard personal foul call? Not even unsportsmanlike conduct. Like, unsportsmanlike conduct, fine. Like, you're not supposed to do that. Personal foul? What? Who got roughed up in that? Who got... Like, what? I'm so beyond confused. Like, there's confused, and then there's whatever the fuck I am right now. What? Hi, like it'd be one thing if they said unsportsmanlike conduct, right? Like, oh, like, yeah, like you did something you weren't supposed to, Rasul. Like, you stopped the center from snapping it. That's not allowed in the... Like, that's not by the rules. You can't do that. That's an unsportsmanlike conduct. No. No, he stops the snap and then gets pushed in the back by, like, one of the linemen. Like, hey, you weren't supposed to do that. Heh, wink. And then Rasul's like, well, I was just stopping the play. And then the refs throw the flag. And they call personal foul on him? Like, what do you mean? What do you mean? What? Oh my goodness. Hold on. I need to look up personal foul football explanation or definition. That's the word I'm looking for. Definition. I'm reading this from the football vocabulary. A foul that involves unnecessarily rough contact. An act that... What? A personal foul is a foul that stems from an unnecessarily rough or dirty play that may put another player at risk of injury. How is stopping the snap a personal foul? Please, somebody get Terry McAulay in here. Get freaking what's his name? Freaking the one good official that's ever existed. And I can't even think of his name right now because I'm so just lost. Fuck, what was his name? Hockley. Get Ed Hockley in it. Somebody call Ed and have him explain this to me like I'm 5 years old. Because I don't fucking get it. What? Personal foul. Personal foul. That's what they called. Not unnecessary. Not unsportsmanlike conduct. No, he didn't do this. He did this. He was like, personal foul, 15-yard penalty on the defense. Huh? Please. Please, someone explain. Blizzard, P. Blizzard. I need you to explain to me how that was a personal foul. Because I am losing my mind over here. I don't... Blizzard, please help me. Blizzard, I'm asking you, man to man, Packers fan to Packers fan, why that was a personal foul. Not unsportsmanlike conduct. No, because that would make too much. Personal foul. Blizzard, I need help. Personal foul. Personal foul. Personal foul. Like, was it stupid? Yeah. Should he have not done it? Probably not. Personal foul? I don't get what he was attempting there, lol. I see we're already in playoff. Blizzard Peak. One of these, like, this team might make the playoffs. This team could make the playoffs. And we're out here committing personal fouls by touching the football. What? Please. Somebody find Ed Hockley, because he's the only ref that I will listen to. Somebody find me Ed Hockley and have him explain to me why stopping the snap is a personal foul. Personal foul. What? Personal foul. I don't get what he was attempting to do either. And if they would have said unsportsmanlike conduct, I'd be like, yeah, that probably wasn't like what you're supposed to do if you're a... But personal... Did he misspeak? I've gone over this already this year. For those of you that weren't present for the Iowa State-Texas game, the officials at the end of that game said that the ruling on the field was that the runner was down by contact. And then they explained it, and they said it on, like, the ref was like, the ruling on the field of the runner being down by contact is under further review. You know, like the big stupid asshole that he is, because he's a ref. And he walks over to the thing, and he puts his stupid little headset on, and he's like, yeah. Yeah, so you can see here the runner's down and the ball's still there. So he's down by contact. So, okay, yeah. Yep. So then he walks back and he's like, the ruling on the field stands. Texas football. And I'm like, what? How? You said it was down by contact for Iowa State, and now you're saying it stands by giving Texas the football? What? And then everyone was like, David, you fucking idiot. He misspoke, okay? It was that easy. They were reviewing to make sure it was Texas football, and then the play stood. Well, here's a little news flash for you, because apparently people don't get this. If you mess something up, you're supposed to correct it. So if he would have said, ruling on the field that the runner was down by contact is under further review. Excuse me. The ruling on the field of a fumble is under review. I wouldn't have had any issue with it, because that's the ref's job. He's supposed to make the calls. He's supposed to put it under review. But when you do that, and you're a Big 12, Power 5 football official, college football official, I expect you to know what the fuck you're talking about. And so that was my whole thing, was like, then the ref needs to take a basic English class to know what the fuck he's talking about. So if he meant unsportsmanlike conduct, he should have been like, personal foul on the correction, unsportsmanlike conduct on the defense. It's not that hard. It's not that hard to do. Guys. It's not that hard to do. It's really not that hard to do. It's really not. I just did it right here. Granted, I'm doing it in front of like 5 people, and he's doing it in front of like 5 million people. But it's not that hard. It's not that hard. It's really not. Really not. That's all he's got to do. That's all he's got to do. That's it. And if I can do it, a referee getting paid Wait, they make how much? If you Google how much do NFL officials make, it comes up with $205,000. $205,000? Brad Allen, the second highest paid ref last year, earned $250,000, which includes his per game bonuses. You're telling me that the fucker that doesn't know how to speak is making $205,000? Why? Why is he making $205,000? Why? I am a broken man. The NFL wants this game to go down to the wire, evidently. More people stay tuned. They get more viewership, ratings, money, and who knows, personal fouls, turning the ball over, not good. Packers need to play better and start getting touchdowns. Correct. I agree with you on all counts, Blizzard Peak. Guilty of being correct. Guilty on all charges. Or guilty on all counts. But, which, you know, is one thing. But a personal foul. God, I don't know. Guys, I don't know. I really don't. Time to check Twitter to help ease my pain. Because I just don't know. Guys, I really don't. Anyone else think this game is going to turn them into the Joker? I'm going to get turned into the Joker. They keep calling personal fouls for stopping the snap. I mean, what? What? Guys, what are we doing? What are we doing? Dark Thunder 16 just rated my Lions guy as a small channel. I just don't. I just subbed to him. Guys, I don't know. Guys, I really don't know. I really don't know. Guys, I got nothing. I really don't. I really don't. I really don't know. Really don't. Dark Thunder 16 is a Packers guy. Hey, I'll have to check him out after the game, maybe. Shane Zylstra on the return out across the 15 to the 20 to the 26. Oh, he spoke to Matt LaFleur. Matt LaFleur is 18-1 in regular season games in December, January, and his only loss was last year, Week 18, against the Lions. Classic. 1st and 10, Lions from their own 26. Goff, play fake, looks over the middle, throws low and incomplete. Looking for DJ Chark. I think that's about his first target of the game. Chris Collinsworth just said that if the Packers don't make the playoffs, they're going to look back at the 2 games against the Lions and what they did in the red zone. Chris, it's not going to be just what we did in the red zone against the Lions. It's going to be what we did in the red zone against the NFL. Seeing as how you don't have anyone in the AFC, can my team become your team in the AFC? I mean, I don't have anybody in the AFC, but there are teams that I like. I mean, I like Kansas City because of location. I like the Chargers because I like Justin Herbert. And I liked Phillip Rivers while he was there. I like Breece Hall. I don't like the Jets, but I like Breece Hall. I like the Ravens because they're fun to watch when Lamar is healthy. Jared Goff straight back, throws low. It's caught. DJ Chark catches it, but he's going to be 2 yards short here, and it'll be 4th and 2 for the Lions on their opening drive of the second half. Roar of the Lions, the UK are live streaming too. It's 3 a.m. right there. Dude, I love the dedication of European NFL fans. Can I just say that? I love the dedication of, like, European. Like, there's a UK Packers, like, Twitter account. They're one of the best Packers Twitter accounts that I follow. Like, the NFL UK account is better than the NFL account. It's great. Lions punted away. Keyshawn Nixon from about the 16 gets out across the 20 to the 25, and he's taken down there. It'll be about a 9-yard gain. Did you see Burrow say the Bengals championship window is his entire career? No, but I love that he said that. I like the Bengals because Joe Burrow, born in Ames. Just remember that, folks. Joe Burrow, Ames, Iowa born. Just saying. But that's I love that he said that. That's awesome. Because he's honestly not wrong. Well, assuming his entire career is with the Bengals. He should have said, like, championship windows as long as I'm here. Something like that. But, no, I love that he says that. I love him. Love it. Joe Burrow's got like that, got that swag. Love it. There's just so many good quarterbacks in the AFC that they're just so much fun to watch. So, like, I don't have to have a team in the AFC to like teams in the AFC because they got so many fun quarterbacks. I didn't even mention Tua. Like, I think Tua's really good, but I think his injuries are going to cost him in the long term because I don't know that he's a sustainably healthy quarterback. So I'm really concerned for Tua. I love watching him play, and I love that trio of him, Tyreek Hill, and Jalen Waddle. But man, it's just never know how long he's gonna be there because you think about all the concussions he's had just this year. You think about the injury that cost him some draft stock. and stuff like that. You know, there's just so many things that you think might drag him down, and I really hope he fights through it, and I really hope he continues to have a good career. But man, you do just kind of wonder about that. So does Kenny Pickett. He's got the swag about him. Yeah, I like Kenny Pickett. Honestly, the thing that made me like Kenny Pickett was that he did the fake slide in college. Because I've always wondered, like, oh, quarterbacks, like, know that they can't get hit. So what if they, like, started to slide and then they didn't? And then finally, after so many games, Kenny Pickett comes out and he's like, fake slide, house call, touchdown, boom. I forget that play lives in my head rent free. I love it. Love it. DVD, ever listen to Spaced Out Radio, UFOs, Bigfoot, Ghosts? Either for a YouTuber. I do not. The only the only stuff that I ever watch about that was like the old like catching Bigfoot or like hunting Bigfoot shows on like History or Discovery Channel or something like that. Like those were always kind of interesting. I never really knew how to feel about them, right? But like they're always kind of interesting. So Aaron Rodgers rolls out and he'll take off and he'll pick up about 6 yards on first down. Yeah, two had that offense really clicking until he got injured. Yeah, man, I really want to have a long career, and I really want him to be successful. But the injuries, you can only stack up so many injuries, especially concussions. You can only stack up so many of them before it's time to just call it a career, and I really hope that we don't ever see that point. But, man, with how many he's had just this year. 2nd and 6 here. Handoff Aaron Jones up the middle. He's got a lot of running room. Allen Lazard, a great block. Aaron Jones up the middle. Still going. Pile drives his way close to midfield. Aaron Jones bouncing back from the fumble on the last drive right before the half. And he picks up close to 17 out near the midfield stripe. The Lions really thought Elliott was going to make a play with Allen Lazard blocking him. Right. I like Tua because he's really humble. He's low-key outside the stadium. Yeah, that kind of seems to be one of the other things, is like Tua just seems like a really likable guy. Like, he just seems like he's a really likable guy. All right, come on, fellas. 2nd and 10, ball near midfield at the Packers' 48-yard line. Green Bay leading it 6-9. Nice. Took me way too long to get one of those jokes in here. Rodgers in the gun, one receiver each side. He looks over the middle. He's going to dump it off. He's got Allen Lazard inside the 40. Yes. 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 That is more than 4 yards for Allen Lazard. Yes. 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 Life is good. It took a full 2.5 quarters, but we got there. Bias aside, what would you say the biggest rivalry in football is? Okay. So I look at this a couple different ways. I look at it like all time, I do think it's Packers-Bears. I think it's the biggest rivalry in football. The problem is it's never really been competitive because the Bears won everything until like 1990. The Bears just dominated the series. And then Brett Favre showed up. And then Brett Favre dominated the Bears. And then Aaron Rodgers came. And then Aaron Rodgers has dominated the Bears. So it's never really been competitive, despite it being the best rivalry. So I have to throw that one up there. I loved watching like early mid 2000s and you know, like since 2000. If you're saying since 2000, if you're saying like since 2000. Like, if you were just like best rivalry in football, 2000, I'm gonna say NFL only. Gonna say NFL only just because I don't know all of the college rivalries. I do know some of them, but Um, but like NFL since 2000, Ravens Steelers has like that is S tier. That is excellent football. That is incredible football. Let's get a shootout now. Give the fans excitement. I agree. Let's throw a touchdown to Allen Lazard from 35 yards out. Quick slant, Dobbs, and he dropped it. Had the first down on the slant, and he dropped it. Well, you're 4th and 7 from the 34, so you're kicking like a 52-yarder. Drives into Lions territory. We've had 13 against the Lions. Just this year against the Lions, we've had 13 drives into Lions territory. And we've scored one touchdown. One touchdown. 53-yarder Mason Crosby from the left hash. Snap good, hold down, kick on the way. It's got the accuracy, and it's off the crossbar and no good. He got the bounce last week against the Vikings, but he doesn't get it this week. And it's 6-9 again. Oh my God. You know, it wouldn't be me streaming the Packers game if I didn't just want to die. It's just so. The worst part, right, is that they've done this against the Lions. If they win, they got to play the Niners. They haven't done anything against the Lions defense. What are they going to do when Joey Bosa or Nick Bosa is on the other side? What are they going to do when Fred Warner is looking? What are you going to do when Tayshaun Gibson is looking? Drake Greenlaw. Like, what are we going to do next week? Even if we win this game. For me, the two biggest rivals have to be Ravens Steelers, like you said, and Bengals Steelers. Bengals Steelers had a couple fun games in there with the like Vontaze Burfict, Juju Smith-Schuster, Antonio Brown, like that whole thing. But I don't know about like total football rivalry. I don't know that it's up there. Cause like if you're talking like football rivalry, like Packers Vikings, the last 20 years has been so much better than Packers Bears. But I'd still put Packers Bears higher just because of the history behind it. But I guess if you're talking like college sports, there's a lot of rivalry games. Like any Big Ten game is a good rivalry game. You got like Iowa, Wisconsin. You got like Iowa, Minnesota. You got Minnesota, Wisconsin. You got the game between Michigan and Ohio State. You got Michigan and Michigan State. It's harder for Nebraska because they're new to the Big Ten, relatively compared to the rest of the Big Ten, they're new. But like even, like Nebraska, Iowa is a fun game. Nebraska, Wisconsin, Nebraska, Wisconsin's kind of fun. I look at the Big 12. I look at, like TCU Baylor is a fun rivalry. Handoff here up the middle. That's Jamal Williams, and Jamal Williams picks up a nice gain for the Lions. I think that's about their longest rush of the day. Picks up 13. I agree, DB. Maybe the Packers-Bears rivalry really competitive in the 50s and 60s. Yeah, like 70s and 80s. I guess that's true. The 50s and 60s, like way back when, it was probably really good. But yeah, like I feel like, like 70s, 80s, the Bears just kind of dominated. And then, like, 1990 till now, the Packers have kind of dominated. So, Detroit 1st and 10 from the Packers' 44-yard line. Goff Fakes the handoff, rolls out to his left. He's looking to take a deep shot, and he's got his man, Khalif Raymond, at the goal line. Did he get in? No. Rudy Ford saves a touchdown, but it'll be 1st and goal. Lions inside the 1. And the Lions are 1 yard away from their first lead of the game. And it comes after the Packers yet again get stopped in Lions territory. Jared Goff under center. He'll hand it off to Jamal Williams. Walks in. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamal Williams may have just kept his former team out of the playoffs because now the Packers have to score a touchdown. Remember Chargers-Raiders last year? I do. I remember the Chargers being idiots in that game because they could have just taken the tie and gotten in. But no, they wanted to be greedy. They wanted to win the game. And then it cost them. And then they didn't make the playoffs. Fun times. Packers had 1st and goal from the 5 and got a field goal. We had 1st and 10 from the 25 and got a field goal. 1st and 10 from the 29 and got a field goal. And 1st and 10 from the 32 and fumbled. Yep. Hi, hey, welcome back, Owen. Oh, my good Lord. It's just... It would be oh so poetic to come out and curb stomp the Vikings into making people think that they're bad. Just for us to lose a winning in when Detroit is playing for nothing at home on Sunday Night Football against a team that Rodgers has lost to like 3 times. And one of those 3 times, by the way, was a game in which he threw 3 picks at the goal line, which was this year. And one of those other games was a game in which Mason Crosby couldn't hit the broadside of a barn. Keyshawn Nixon from the 3, trying to extend it out, and he's not going to get very far, only to the 17-yard line. Tried to bounce it to the near side and get to the corner, but could not do so. Dolphins-Jets rivalry is quite good. Overall in their history, they're close to even. Yeah, I don't know the AFC nearly as much. Rodgers play fake, looking over the middle, and he'll dump it out to A.J. Dillon where it's incomplete. Just kind of spiked it at his feet to avoid the sack from Ali McNeil, who I believe was a Viking previously, if I recall correctly. Second and 10. Ball from their own 17-yard line. Rodgers under center. One receiver each side. Rodgers, straight drop back from under center. Steps up in the pocket, dumps underneath Allen Lazard. Good catch at his ankles. And he gets close to the 25. He gets about 7. Miami Dolphins versus Jets history. The teams have met 114 times, including one postseason game. The Dolphins winning 58, 56, and 1. Rodgers, quick throw. Lazard on the stick route. Got him out to the 30-yard line. That's a catch and a completion for a first down in front of the former Viking Mike Hughes. 105, 74, and 7. And under Rodgers, it's like 28 and 3 or whatever. 28 and 4. Lazard has 3 catches this third quarter. 3-yard gain, an 8-yard gain, and a 6-yard gain. Or a 15-yard gain, an 8-yard gain, a 6-yard gain. Quick out here to Aaron Jones. He gets hit as soon as he catches it. He picks up about 4. Out close to the 35-yard line. And this is just kind of the drive that the Packers aren't going to beat you for a 58-yard touchdown on any drive. They're just going to... Oh, Rodgers should have thrown it deep. He had his man. He stared down Aaron Jones so bad that the corner came up to make the play and left his man wide open. Pitch out to Aaron Jones, cuts up field, gets close to the 40-yard line as Derek Barnes, it looked like he lost a glove there on the tackle. Be right at the 40-yard line. Okay. So wait. Whoa. The official on the near sideline where the play is made, it marks the ball with the nose of the football on the 40-yard line, and looks at the official coming in from the far side of the field and goes, "Yeah, you're right," and moves it back half a yard, 3rd and inches. Rodgers under center here at the 40. They'll sneak it. They pick it up. My God. What an awful call by the near side official. Good Lord. Near side official. Yeah, the ball's right here. And then he looks at the other guy and he's like, "No, you're right," and bumps it back half a yard. Oh, my God. How do you let a guy coming from the far side of the field overturn you when you're the near side line judge? Rodgers, 1st and 10 from the Packers 41-yard line. Play fake. Rodgers looking to air it out, looking for Christian Watson, who makes the catch at the 13-yard line. Through the pass interference. Christian Watson, the rookie. It's not week 1 anymore, he says. Pickup of 45 yards down to the Detroit 14-yard line. He says, "I don't care about your DPI, Amani Oruwariye. I'm bringing it in at the 14-yard line." Massive play from Christian Watson. Aaron Rodgers gave him the chance. Amani Oruwariye with the DPI, but it doesn't matter. Christian Watson, the big right hand, hauls it in. Christian Watson trying to save the Packers' season. Gets him into the red zone, the dead zone, at the 14-yard line. 2 receivers left, one to the right, that's Dobbs. Rodgers, handoff to Aaron Jones. He picks up 1, maybe 2 to the 12. We'll see where they mark it. Looked like he only got about 1.5 yards on that one. Buggs has been making plays all day long for the Detroit Lions. He makes another one there. Limits Aaron Jones to just 1.5 yards. Who jogs off the field a little gimpy there. We'll see what happens. Aaron Rodgers under center. A.J. Dillon the back. Checks in for Aaron Jones. 1 receiver each side. Lazard to the right. Watson to the left. Rodgers under center. Takes a snap. Play fake. Looking over the middle. Throws back of the end zone. Caught Allen Lazard. Touchdown. Allen Lazard gives the Packers the lead back with 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. 15-13, a massive drive that the Packers offense needed desperately, fueled by the 45-yard bomb from Rodgers to Christian Watson, and he had Watson wide open too. The PA crossers inside the red zone. All you need, there's Chris Collinsworth said it best. All you need is a little 13, little 18 in your life. Mason Crosby, man, I'll tell you what, Mason Crosby, if you're kicking from under 45 right about now, Mason Crosby has been money at just putting that ball right down the middle of the goalposts. He doesn't have that 56-yard leg much anymore, although he did find it against Minnesota. But, man, Mason Crosby puts the extra point right down the middle. It's 16-13 Packers. Again, the drive set up from the huge completion. Rodgers to Watson. And the Packers have life again as they retake the lead. The Packers needed that drive like I need dinner, because it is 9:30 and I have not eaten dinner. Man. Whew. I'm still like, that's a sigh of relief, but it's not over yet. It is far from over. Detroit found a deep ball on their last drive, and the Packers were fortunately able to find one of their own. But, man, right now, this Lions offense looks about as scary as the Packers. And if they're finding deep balls to Khalif Raymond, Did that thing just talk? Did that thing just talk? Hey, Amazon Spy Network, I don't remember asking you a damn thing. I remember I said Khalif Raymond. Last time I checked, your name wasn't Khalif Raymond, though. I don't even know if you guys can see it. It's on the It's on the TV desk there. Oh, we quiet now? All right. Well, let's keep it that way. Stop interrupting me. First and 10, Jared Goff and the Lions from their own 32-yard line. It was a nice return by Shane Zylstra yet again. Goff, handoff to Jamal Williams up the right side. He picks up close to 5. TJ Slayton in on the stop. Big number 93 in the middle. Jamal, please. Jamal, you know you got that soft spot still in your heart for the Packers. You can let them make the playoffs this one more time. You can let them make the playoffs this one time. 2nd and 5 here for the Lions. Ball at their own 36-yard line. In fact, they'll call it 2nd and 5. Play fake. Jared Goff looking deep. He's going to throw. It's in and out of the hands of Jameson Williams. Devondre Campbell, did he get a finger on it? He definitely made an effort at it. As it was, I believe, Rasul Douglas in coverage. He tried to get it over Devondre Campbell and into Jameson Williams, but take a look here. Did Devondre Campbell get just a finger on this one? I don't think he did. I think that's just a drop there from Jameson Williams. He let it get into the chest. Bounced off the shoulder pads on the diving effort, and that messed it up for him. DeAndre Swift the back to Goff's right. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right here for the Lions. Packers bring a blitz. Goff over I was about to say under pressure and over the middle. He was looking for Shane Zylstra. It falls incomplete. The Packers pressure gets home, forces the low throw, and the Detroit Lions have to punt it away here. 4th and 5 with 2.5 to go in the third quarter. Quay Walker, Devondre Campbell came on the double A gap blitz, and Quay Walker forced his way close to Jared Goff, forced a poor throw that was low for Shane Zylstra, who was relatively open. Goff got it on the inside shoulder where it should have been, but it was just too low, and now the Lions will punt it away. Punt is away. Keyshawn Nixon from the 20, and he'll get tackled. Ball is out, but it's recovered by Ballantyne or Ballantyne. I don't even know the guy's name. He's number 35. I believe it's Corey Ballantyne. Number 35, Keyshawn Nixon. That's he might have been down in the first place. He might have been down anyway, but what a play by Corey Ballantyne. He might have been down, but it's nice to know that we don't have to worry about it. Whew. Whew. They do rule it that his knee was down, so the Packers will get like 1 yard extra field position there. So I took 2 seconds to tweet, and the commentators said that there was a flag for horse collar, and then the officials said that there's a flag for holding. So, let's take a look. David Bakhtiari. Yeah, I mean, that's a little bit of a hold here. What's the horse collar? That's not a horse collar. Good call by the official. Not so much a good call from Chris and Mike Trico, but 16-13. Packers lead at 1st and 20 following the hold on Bakhtiari. 2 minutes and closing here in the third quarter. Rodgers goes empty set here. 3 receivers left, 2 to the right. Ball at their own 16-yard line. Rodgers takes a snap, looks over the middle, steps up in the pocket, airs it out deep down the far sideline, and it's intercepted. He had Aaron Jones open, but Kirby Joseph intercepts Aaron Rodgers again, and there's a flag again. We'll check the penalty. He had Aaron Jones wide open up the sideline, led him inside and too deep. And, oh no. Wow, and Rodgers gets bailed out. Illegal use of the hands on Kaminsky, which erases the holding call and the pick because that's an automatic first down. We'll take a look. Working on Bakhtiari here. Yep. Hand right up here. Yep. He had Aaron Jones wide open again. This little wheel route. He's got him wide open, and he leads him towards the middle of the field and deep, and it's intercepted. There's been so many of those so far this year. Man, Rodgers has missed some of those real bad, trying to find a way to fit it between zone coverages. A.J. Dillon, a powerful run, picks up close to 9 out to the 30-yard line. Second and 1. Handoff. A.J. Dillon up the middle. Bounces forward. He picks up 2, which is enough for the first time. What drink is that? It's just water in my Green Bay Packers, sealed cup thing. Just water. Just water. Rodgers under center, ball at the 32-yard line. I don't think the Packers have to snap it again here. No, they do. Handoff here to A.J. Dillon. He picks up close to 4 to the 36. And now the Packers do not have to snap it again. As the final 10 seconds will wind away, the Packers holding a 3-point lead. Heading to the fourth quarter. 4 is up. 4 is up as we head to the fourth. Are we back? Hello? Hello? I don't know what just happened. Everything froze up, so I'm assuming the stream paused for a second there, but it looks like we're back. Looks like we're back. All right. Hey, welcome, Owen. Good to know that it's not completely dead. To both headlights, slashed a hole in our four tires. Apparently, Rasul Douglas slapped somebody afterward. Oh, he did slap somebody afterward. I missed that. Not gonna lie. What's your favorite pop? Like I said, I don't really drink a whole lot of pop anymore, but I'm a sucker for pretty much any flavor of Mountain Dew. So, I'd say Mountain Dew just as a whole. Probably Baja Blast. I am just trying to stream the end of this game. Oh my goodness. Guys, I'm so sorry. I don't know what's happening. I've never had this much of an issue buffering and everything, so hopefully we can get through this one. Rodgers looking for Dobbs, and he put it. I really hope that was deflected and not just dropped, because if that was just dropped, that was Rodgers' best throw of the night. Even beating out the one to Christian Watson earlier. I really hope that got deflected by Jacobs. I never really got a look at the pass on that one, but if it wasn't deflected, I'm gonna be real sad for Aaron. 3rd and 6 from the Packers' own 36-yard line. Rodgers in the gun, 3 receivers right, 1 to the left, but it's Tunyon. Rodgers takes the snap, steps up in the pocket, now rolls back up the middle, and he'll try to run for it and only gets about 2, and it'll be 4th and 4 here for the Packers, about their own 38-yard line. You think the Packers can beat 49ers Brock Purdy in the playoffs? I think they can. I don't think they will. I think once you get to I think in the NFL, anybody can beat anybody. Right? I mean, so it's kind of a cop-out, but, anybody can win. The problem is I don't think that they will win. Punt is down at about the 25-yard line of Detroit. So, for those of you just tuning in, we've got Sunday Night Football, Lions at the Packers. The Lions are eliminated from the playoffs because of the Seahawks win earlier today. So, if the Lions win or this game ends in a tie, Seattle will go to the Niners wildcard weekend. If the Packers hold on to this 3-point lead and win, they will head to the Bay Area to take on Brock Purdy and the 49ers. 1st and 10, Detroit from their own 25-yard line. Packers are playing super off coverage again, and they get burnt underneath again. It's Amon-Ra St. Brown up the middle for 14. And I just looked at ESPN, and I'm at least one play behind. So, try to catch up here. Perfect. Jamal Williams takes the carry up close to midfield, and just like that, Lions are at the 50 after 2 plays. So, Joe Barry, ball is in your court now. Are you gonna be the good DC that you were a week ago, or are you gonna be the shitty DC that you've been the last 15 weeks? Jared Goff in the gun, 2 receivers stacked left side, 1 to the right. Jamal Williams is the back to his left. Packers bring a blitz. They'll hand off to Jamal Williams. Cuts it left side, and he breaks free and picks up close to 8. Rudy Ford and Darnell Savage in on the stop. Jamal, please. Don't do this to your former team, Jamal. Don't do it. Don't do it, Jamal. We love you too much, and we know that you love us too much to let this happen. Ball at the 42-yard line of Green Bay. Jared Goff, play fake to DeAndre Swift. Now throws it out there on the screen. Gets a good block on the edge. DeAndre Swift inside the 40 to the 35 and shoved that out of bounds inside the 35 at around the 33-yard line. I'd like to retract my statement. No, I don't think the Packers can beat the 49ers. At this point, I don't think the Packers can beat any playoff team. I don't care if we played Seattle round 1. We're not winning that football game. That sounds so crazy because we've given up 13 to the Detroit Lions, who actually have a pretty relatively good offense, as we stuff DeAndre Swift for no gain. Slayton in there. Kingsley Enagbare, TJ Slayton, Kenny Clark, all of them getting in the mix there. But yeah, that's not... Please stop disconnecting, internet. It's not that hard. Computer, you are connected to the Ethernet port. God, it's so frustrating. Second and 10 here for the Lions. Ball at the Packers' 33-yard line. Goff takes a snap. Checks down here to DeAndre Swift. He's got some room in front of him. Closed quickly by Jaire Alexander. Swift tried to hurdle him, and Jaire said, no, sir. Did not allow any of that to happen. So, 3rd and 8 here for the Lions. Third and 8 here for the Lions. 10 minutes and ticking here in the fourth quarter. Lions trail it 13-16. The Packers win it in. They head to Seattle. They head to Santa Clara. DeAndre Swift bounces it outside, but he doesn't pick up the first down. It'll be 4th and maybe 3 here. Dan Campbell telling the offense to stay on the field. And hey, you know what? You got nothing to lose here. You're not playing for a playoff spot. You're not playing for anything. You are purely here to play spoiler to a division rival. 76 conversion attempts on 4th down since 2021. What? Dan Campbell is a maniac. 70. Why are we playing so far off? Get up in their grill. Oh my word. I hate Joe Barry so much. I hate him so much. It is 4th and 2. It is 4th and 2. 4th and 2. How many yards do you think the other team's going to try to get on 4th and 2? Hint, it's not 12. It's not 12 yards. They're either going to get 2.5 to 3 yards or they're going to go to the end zone. If you let them go to the end zone, at least you got a chance to catch up to the ball or break it up or something. You let them take the 2.5, 3 yard play on 4th and 2, you deserve to lose football games. God, DeAndre Swift, left side, picks up another first down, pushed out of bounds near the Green Bay 10-yard line. I hate Joe Barry so much. I hate him. Why is he still a part of this team? He's so bad. He's awful. He's the Tom Manning of defense. And it's so frustrating. This defense has so much speed and so much talent and so much aggression. And he plays them off coverage on 4th and 2. They're standing 7 yards off the line of scrimmage on 4th and 2. 4th and 2. 4th and 2. 4th and 2. They're playing 7 yards off coverage. A 2-yard gain on the pass here to DeAndre Swift. They need 2 yards. They need 2 yards. They need 2 yards. And you're playing 7 yards off. They're not going to throw the ball 8 yards. Why would they throw the ball 8 yards? So now we get an unsportsmanlike conduct foul on Quay Walker. So it'll be 1st and goal, Detroit. Quay, what the fuck are you doing? So DeAndre Swift is injured on the ground, and the Lions training staff is coming over to get him, and Quay Walker just shoves one of the athletic trainers. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Hey, fun fact, that's how you lose football games. You be a fucking idiot. Use 2 ounces of your brain cells and think, hey, maybe I shouldn't push this coach. Like, I don't know, maybe use a brain cell. Like, just one. Jamal Williams touchdown from the 4-yard line. They mark him short. I thought he got in. I cannot believe this. I cannot believe how fucking stupid you have to be. Yeah, I thought he got in there. Quay Walker reacted. I don't care how much the coach does to you. Like, you can't fucking push him. I don't care. Like, the guy comes over and he's like, "Hey, Quay, move. I gotta help my guy that's on the floor here." And Quay's like, "Yeah, there you go." Like, use 2 brain cells. You have to have 2 brain cells to not think, yeah, maybe I shouldn't push this guy. Just maybe. Now, granted, I watched a week ago Justin Jefferson smash his helmet into the back of the official and not get a penalty or an ejection. But, you know, the rules don't apply for Justin Jefferson. But they apply to you. Be a fucking not... God, I can't even describe how fucking stupid you have to be to shove a coach. God. Fun fact, not the first time that Quay Walker's been ejected for that exact thing. He got ejected for it in Buffalo for that exact same thing, shoving a coach. So, 3rd and goal here. I expect a 27th Jamal Williams 1-yard touchdown run. Man in motion here, handoff to Jamal Williams, walks in, touchdown. Detroit regains the lead. 6 minutes to go, and the Lions take the lead. I just don't. Do you not want to play? Do you not want to be in the playoffs? Like, just tell me. Just come out and say it. I don't want to be in the playoffs. We don't deserve it. I don't want to be there. Like, just come out and say that. That would be so much easier than getting yourself tossed from a basic play-in game. Like you how do you come into a game that you know you have to win and be as stupid as the Packers have been tonight? By the way, I don't know if I even said this on stream. I don't know if I just tweeted it or not. Apparently, Rasul Douglas got flagged because he slapped the guy. I went back and watched it. He absolutely did. They didn't show it on any of the replays. They were just like, he snapped the ball and he got flagged for that. They didn't even show it. Like, one of the linemen pushes Rasul Douglas, and Douglas turns around and slaps him in the face. Like I love this team when they're aggressive, but that means be aggressive when you're playing football and not when the play is dead and when there's a coach coming onto the field. Like, you're just not playing smart football at that point. Like, oh yeah, hello, good sir, I will smack you across the face. Or, hello, coach coming on to help this injured player of the opposing team. See ya. Like, who the fuck does that? What kind of fucking imbecile does that? God. You're just playing shitty football. You're playing shitty, undisciplined, stupid football. Just awful. Absolutely awful. Keyshawn Nixon fields it a couple yards deep in the end zone. He'll take it out near side, 5, 10, 15. Keyshawn Nixon makes a man miss at the 20, and he gets tackled at about the 21-yard line. Took a massive hit at the end of that one, but that's what that's the risk you take when you take it out from 3 yards deep. Oh, and now Rodgers' right wrist is injured. Cool. Fantastic. We got people slapping players on the other team, pushing athletic trainers. Quarterback is hurt like 14 times that we've dropped the football tonight. We've fumbled in their territory. We've had 4 drives get inside their have a first down inside their 35-yard line that didn't result in any points, or that didn't result in any touchdowns. And we've scored 16 points against the Lions defense that is not good unless they're Aiden Hutchinson. Fantastic. Excellent way to come out and play a winning game to close the season, Green Bay. In front of your home crowd. In front of the home crowd against a Lions team that can't even make the play. Detroit is purely playing to keep you out. They don't gain anything from this. And you come out and you play like you have tonight. Aaron Jones, no gain on 3rd and 2. Fucking Christ. I...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, 119
He's learned to respect the staff. Yeah, that's the second time he's gotten ejected for it this year. So I don't know like what he's expecting to happen when he shoves an athletic trainer, but apparently kill, kill, kill. I'm about to kill these dumbasses for playing shitty football. That's a joke for legal reasons. God, fucking idiots. Absolute idiots. Completion to Christian Watson for a first down. Packers have to do two things: win, don't get injured. Yeah, they have to do two things. They also have to not make stupid mental errors like slapping an opposing player and shoving an athletic trainer on the other team. Like those aren't even football things. Those are just like don't be a fucking idiot things. Rodgers looking deep. He's got his man Lazard, but he overthrew him. Incomplete on the near sideline. Again, those aren't even football things. Like that does not. It doesn't take a football thing to not slap somebody in the face. He's got a helmet on. I haven't even mentioned that part. That's the even dumber part of this. He's got a fucking helmet on. Like, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do to him? He's got a helmet on. Like, 3:41 to go following the incompletion. Rodgers is struggling out, overthrows, low throws. I mean, apparently he hurt his right wrist on the last drive, and yeah, Rodgers checks it underneath for A.J. Dillon, incomplete. 3rd and 10, 3:37 to go. Rodgers got hit again. Nice. Classic. You know, this is what I was afraid of, by the way. This is what I was afraid of, by the way. I said this when we were 4-8. I said this when we were 4-7, right before we lost that game to the Eagles. I said it during the Eagles game before we were 4-8 and before we lost that game. I said all this. Here's what's gonna happen: the Packers, even if you win out and you make the play, Rodgers taking a deep shot, he got hit as he threw it, looking for Watson, and intercepted by Kirby Joseph, forced out of bounds by Lazard. And there goes your season. You chucked it up into double coverage on 3rd and 10. Nice. Fucking nice. But no, this is what I was worried about. We saw Jordan Love at the end of the Philadelphia game, and I was like, okay, yeah, there's something here maybe. And then we were like, oh, well, you know, Rodgers has the thumb issue. Like, what's going to happen? The Packers are 4-8. They got a 3% chance at making the playoffs. Like, what do you do? And I said it then, and I'll say it again now. Now you don't know what you got in Jordan Love. You still don't know what you got in Jordan Love. You don't know if Aaron Rodgers is going to be back this year. You're stuck in the middle of the draft, so you've got absolutely fucking nothing to work with. You're going to be stuck with, like, the 17th pick or whatever. Or, no, it'd be, what, there's 14 teams in the playoffs, so that's, what, the 18th pick. So, yeah, you're going to be stuck with, like, the 17th pick in the draft. Or you're going to be just above that, so you're going to be like 15th. You're going to have the 15th pick of the draft. You're not going to know what you're doing. You're probably not getting one of the best one of the good quarterbacks in that draft, so you're not going to replace Jordan Love with any of them. You're going to be too late in the draft to get any of the top 10 talent out there. You're going to be stuck once again wondering what the fuck you're going to do in the first round of the draft, and now you're just going to be stuck. Because you still don't know what you have in Jordan Love. You don't know if Rodgers is going to be there. You're stuck in the middle of the first round of the draft, and you're completely toast. You're just completely cooked. There's nothing you can do about it. You're just fucking stuck there. At least if you're the Bears, right? If you're the Bears and you suck and you suck and you suck and you suck and you suck, at least you're getting chances at a top overall guy. At least you're getting a chance at a Justin Fields. At least you're getting a chance at a Mitch Trubisky. At least you're getting a chance at a top 5 pick to take a chance on him. The Packers, you're stuck taking a guy at 15. You don't know what the fuck's gonna happen. God, it's Because now the only good outcome, like I said this then, and the only good outcome was you start Aaron Rodgers the rest of the year, you win out, you make the playoffs, and then you go into the playoffs and you like win the Super Bowl or something. That was like the only good thing that could happen by starting Aaron Rodgers after the Philadelphia game. I said it then, I'll say it now. Are you a Packers fan? Yes, Owen, I am a Packers fan, and right now I am very annoyed and upset because my team had one game to win, and they fucking blew it at home on Sunday Night Football against the fucking Lions. This game is not over. Jay, have you seen how we've played tonight? Have you seen? Rodgers has thrown 3 picks, and 2 of them got he's thrown 2 picks, and 1 of them got overturned. We've had about 14 drops. Our defense can't stop Jared Goff. And we've gone into Detroit Lions territory 13 times in 2 games against them, and we've scored 2 touchdowns. Yes, this game's over. Jared Goff over the middle, incomplete. Close to the 32-yard line. Are you serious? He fucking caught it between his legs. Handoff up the middle and get 9 yards with Jamal Williams. Packers take their first time out, and now first down basically ends the game. So even if it wasn't over, it's about to be. He's got Allen Lazard wide open on a crosser, and he throws it into double coverage at Christian Watson. Aaron Rodgers has done this time and time again. Look at 13. He's right here. He's coming across the middle, wide open. Why? Because the Lions blitzed everybody. The Lions sent the house. They sent 8 guys. They sent the house. You got one-on-one everywhere except for the single high safety that's going to take away your deep ball. You got man-to-man coverage on the other 2 guys. Why? What kind of videos do you make when it's not football season? Not very many. That's what kind of videos I make. 2nd and 1, and Devontae Wyatt jumps offside, and the season's over. Fantastic. Absolutely wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. 2 timeouts at the 2-minute warning to make a stop, to force them to take a field goal, to then need a touchdown and an extra point to tie the game, to get to overtime, to try to make the playoffs. Unreal. Absolutely unreal. Just stupid football. Stupid, unintelligent football from everybody. Rodgers, Jones, Savage, Rasul, Devontae Wyatt. Quay Walker got fucking kicked out of the game for pushing a coach. Who the fuck does that? Oh my God. God, so infuriating. So incredibly infuriating. Absolutely infuriating. God. 2nd and 1 here. I don't know. Fucking A, dude. First down. I don't even know why it was 2nd and 1. I thought the offside gave him a first down. But, did Detroit decline it? Did Detroit decline it so they could do that? Smart play. But, I mean, it still doesn't matter because it's still going to be... Jamal Williams up the middle. Picks up about 3, and the Packers will burn their final timeout. Final timeout taken by Green Bay. 2:17 to go. They got the 2-minute warning. That'll stop the next play, and then look, miscues. Gee, let's take a look. There's one, the fumble in the red zone, and then we can take a look at the Romeo. It wasn't even broken up. Romeo Dobbs just flat missed it. Quay Walker shoving a coach. Yeah, that's probably not very smart. How about Rasul Douglas slapping an opponent? That's probably not very good. How about Aaron Rodgers missing a wide open Allen Lazard to throw it into double coverage 40 yards down the field on 3rd and 10? Yeah, that's probably not very smart. How about the 3 drives that got inside the Lions 30 and we settled for field goals? Yeah, those probably aren't very helpful. Yeah, I could go on, but I'm not going to, because instead I'm going to punch my monitor when the stream's done. And here comes the final Lions play before the 2-minute warning. A first down ends the football game. Jared Goff in the gun, 3 receivers left. They throw a quick screen out to Amon-Ra St. Brown. There's a flag on the play, and Packers signaling it's against Detroit. That'd be really funny if there was holding on this play or something. I don't know why you would do that when you could just run the ball with Jamal Williams and probably pick up the first down anyway. And there is a hold against Detroit. So thanks, Detroit, for that play calling and pushing yourself back 10 yards. I really appreciate that. It's on Mitchell, the rookie. That wasn't even much of a hold, but appreciate it. Oh, yep, on the outside shoulder there. Yep. All right. Well, thanks for stopping the clock, Detroit. It's now 2nd and 17. Appreciate it. Thank you for giving us a chance here. Ball at the 31-yard line. Jared Goff in the gun. 1 receiver to the right. Now they'll motion Amon-Ra St. Brown over there. Now 1 receiver left. 2 to the right. 1 tight end in the game. DeAndre Swift is the back. Goff in the gun. He'll take the snap, throw out Amon-Ra St. Brown. They'll lateral it to DeAndre Swift. That's a nice little play, and it'll pick up most of that yardage back, and it'll be 3rd and about 5 here as we hit the 2-minute warning. Nice. Fucking nice, guys. See, why don't we do any of this? Why don't we do any of that stuff? That's cool. This is a Total Dragons. I'm going to hear you do more play. I mean, we'll still stream some of the playoff games. I still got Brock Purdy to keep me alive for now. But yeah, I'll still do some playoff stream. I don't know if I'll do the Super Bowl because we'll probably have a Super Bowl party here. But yeah. Two-minute warning, 3rd down, 1st down, ends the game and the Packers' season. So much for the people that said this game didn't mean anything, because the Lions seem to have missed that memo. Dum, 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 dum. All right, 3rd and 3, season on the line. You need to stop the 3-yard gain. You need to see what the field goal is, and then you need to third and 3, first down ends the game. Stop for the Packers would result in a field goal, and I would not be surprised if Detroit throws this. They do hand it off, and they're short. Jamal Williams. Well, now, honestly, you might go for it, because a field goal, you're still only up 1 score. You have nothing to lose. 4th and about 1 here. If you go for it, If you go for it, you just end the game here, and you're on the 15 and a half yard line. Detroit looks like it's going to wind the clock down and then take a timeout here. Doom, 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 doom. Need to hold them to less than a yard. And honestly, if I'm Detroit, like, just fucking run whatever here. You can probably run or throw for this. It probably doesn't matter. Ball at the 15-yard line. Detroit with a first down ends the game, and I get to end this stream and end my misery and suffering for this season. Packers giving me 5 weeks of hope just to fucking cram it down my throat. Oh, look at that. 4th and 1, and they pick it up to DJ Chark on a short, shallow stick route. And the Packers fuck it up again. I'll see you guys next week when Seattle goes to Santa Clara to take on the Niners. I'll be rocking a Brock Purdy jersey, and fuck Joe Barry. Fuck you, Aaron Rodgers. I don't even give a shit what happens in the offseason. Just go fucking smoke some ayahuasca or drink whatever the fuck it is you want to do in Peru or Chile or whatever the fuck South American country you go to. And